Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Doing another Skype review and interview with Seth Wright from Beer Nation, video podcast and YouTube show. How you doing, Seth?
Yep. How's it
Um,
going?
you live in Brooklyn, and we're doing a beer made pretty much right around the corner from you. This is the Brooklyn Local One. It's they say Belgian style pale ale, right?
Yep.
Doesn't say on the bottle.
100. Yeah, 100% bottle fermented.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
as you can see, we both have a lot of head, like what, 4 fingers or so. It's it's
Yeah.
basically like Duvel, which I guess this is the same or similar style. Belgian pale ale, Belgian blonde, something like that.
Yep.
How
Yep.
would you describe the color?
Um, it's very golden, you know. I mean, it nice bubbles in there, but yeah, very golden color, golden ale, Belgian blonde, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of style.
I might even call it just straight up yellow, like a banana yellow. Like
Yeah.
tons of little bubbles in there. Um, how's it smell? Flower garden kind of thing. Smells like spring or summer or something, you know?
Yeah, which is exactly what we need right now.
Yeah, it's in the dead of winter right now.
And the snow has been kicking our butts.
Yeah, I definitely do not, for 9%, I do not smell any alcohol, so
No.
let's say
No.
we dive into this. Cheers.
We'll add the clink later.
Yeah, that is, that's classic Belgian style all the way.
Yeah, ooh, but at the very end, I get the hops. I get the hops all the way at the end, which is rare for Belgians for me. But
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
I can feel all the head in my mouth first because there's so much of it. Um, the beer is like, I wouldn't call it like peppery, but it's just kind of like a kind of intense feeling on your tongue, and it finishes like with kind of like a dry aftertaste, like a like a strong white wine or something. I do get the banana flavors from, I guess it's probably from the yeast. I don't know if they add any spice to this.
But it's definitely thick in your mouth. Like it's not thin by any means. It's very like I don't want to say sticky, but like it's like got a lot of muscle in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Sweet.
that's a
Like it's
good
the
call.
sweetness up front, and then on the backside, yeah, it dries out like a wine would.
Yeah. Because like just looking at it and considering the style, you would think this is going to be something a little bit more or well relatively crisp and clean, but it actually is kind of thick, but it's like a soft texture. I mean, I wouldn't call it creamy, but
No.
it's definitely pleasurable.
The words we're using are quite interesting.
Yeah. The only thing that I don't really like about this is that it's like really dry on the back end there. It's like probably from the yeast and the hops is like lingering. It's like drying out my mouth.
Yeah, when you like breathe out your nose, you can taste the hops a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you get yeah, it really is like it almost well, I mean, it almost makes you want to drink another one. So in that sense, you know, Garrett's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's making you drink more and more of it.
Yeah.
It is it is really like
It's like soap suds, but they're more tightly compacted, you know.
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
That's how we drink it in Belgium. It's a Belgian dip.
Yeah. Oh,
um,
well, I like it.
yeah. Yeah, I'm
What do
liking
you?
this. I'm finding it's like a little more simple than I thought it was going to be because
Hmm?
these types of beers tend to be complex. Like you just keep noticing more and more things. Like I'm pretty much just getting like a banana and kind of black pepper and kind of like a floral, which sounds complex, but it's just like it's pretty much the same every swig.
Yeah, no, it's true. You're not getting there's not like lots of stuff going on, and in a sense that's nice because you get some of these beers and you're just like, oh, and this and
Yeah,
that, and like this just gives it to you straight, and you got your grilled fish, and you're loving it with your asparagus or whatever.
yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you. Is like, what do you think this would pair with?
Well, I mean, you could say all the standard stuff, like Belgian Goldens would be great with like your chicken and your fish. Um, but I feel like it could use maybe some like grill,
Yeah,
so it's like it would be a light flaky fish, but like with some like you little black pepper on there with the grill marks, so
right.
it gives a little something extra. But it I think it would work well.
Yeah. All right. So the final thought, my final thoughts, I should say, on Brooklyn Local One. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's a very good beer. I like the taste, that banana, the kind of overall floral taste and smell to it. I love the color on it, and that massive head was great. I think I think this beer, like actually on its own, doesn't even really do it justice. It's kind of like we were saying, or well, Seth was saying, it'd be great with like some blackened fish, something like that, to kind of I want to say cut it, but more like match it. So my only beef with this beer is like the drinkability is low because it's so highly carbonated. You're burping after like every swig, and it does dry out your mouth. But the for 9% ABV, you do not taste it, you don't smell it, you don't feel it on your system. So yeah, 8 out of 10, like B plus. I'm saying. So what do you think, Seth?
No, I agree, and the 9% that we're not feeling now, we may be feeling later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge Belgian fan in general, but I like to like go out there and taste everything. So for me personally, I'd probably not give it an 8, but go down to 7, only because I've had some Belgians that kind of like have
Right.
blown me away. That've been like, whoa, even for a guy who doesn't like it, it's good.
Yeah.
And this one, is very subtle, and I think for a newbie into the world, I think it would be really good. But so yeah, 7. Let's go with 7.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah. So Brooklyn Local One, it's getting a 7 from Seth, 8 from me. But either way, it's still a good beer. You give it a thumbs up, I'm sure.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Thanks to Seth from Beer Nation for doing a Skype review with me, and stick around because we're going to be doing a interview. So cheers again.
Cheers.
Yep.